Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tableturf Open 49. We had no commentary for that first match, but I myself, Frostpie, will bring you through these first few sets. So, as you just saw, we have Marie versus... hang on, I just need to actually open Battlefy, just give me one moment. We have Marie against Zay, thank you, I believe. So, I really should have prepared more. We're in a best of 5 set here, and currently, Zay is... Oh, no wait, Marie is one matchup, I think. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna be... So it's gonna be interesting to see where this second game goes. So I'm going to... Oh, where are we going? We're going to X marks, I think. Oh no, it's wait, timer? Wait. I don't think that was intentional. Yeah, no, that was unintentional. That's just a timer issue. So, where are we actually going? I can confirm we're not going to Sticky Thicket or Cracker Snap, as those have both been struck, is that word? I think it is. And those have both been banned, that should be the better phrasing. Those have both been banned, and we're going back to X marks. Wait, was that a mistake? Okay, they're going to X marks. So Dynamo from Marie, that's arguably, and I don't think it's even arguably, it's just the best opener. But Zay not getting a terrible opening either with Bry, and that's a very nice elite that I almost didn't comment on because I was fumbling on the names. So now Zay looking to try and cut off that right side as well. But Marie manages to get through with a nice tri-string, and that special point is not going to be too difficult to activate now. And now we're going to have to see where Marie goes with Splat Roller. Clashes with the heavy Splatling Deco. And now, if I had to guess, both players are probably going to try and fight for the right side there. So looking for a good spot for that big swig roller. Oh, amazing. Interesting clash for Dynamo, but overall very good for Zay. Now, Zay, not with too many amazing cards here apart from Dynamo. And even then, Dynamo is not too amazing for a current situation. Although it does fit nicely in the left area. And that Spatana is scary for Marie. That could potentially allow for Marie to break through. She has a card that can go diagonally. They try to block off any of that with a Fizzy Bomb, but unable to see Octocopter goes through. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can come back from this. Going for Inkstorm, just trying to capture as much of the turf down there as possible before Marie can cause damage. And Marie gets the Jet Squelcher, clash. And despite Zay has a lot more points currently, it's been a very controlling game for Marie. And now, with 3 turns left, Marie still has her entire base to work with. But is it too late to work with said base? Zay potentially looking for a splatter colour screen. Unless they can save up for another one, another special. It seems like, for another better special, sorry, it seems like that's going to be the only one. And the super chump from Marie. Points are evened up with 2 turns left. And Marie needs something to fill in that space in her base if she wants to win here. And so he's going for a really big dynamo roller. Might want to try and break through potentially to get another card down, and yep, Zay is going for that. A solid dynamo. And I don't think you can actually play a card in there. But luckily, there's the Lil Judd. Would have been nice to have got the Blaster for an extra point, but Lil Judd is still good to get some extra points right at the end. And game 2 goes to Zay by 12 points. Now it's all evened up, and that's a very dominant game for Marie, but it stopped her from properly building up enough special, and by going really aggressive. So now it's going to be interesting to see where Marie brings this to try and take back that lead. Overall, that dynamo was a really nice choice from Zay. It would have been nice if there was enough space for the blaster, but unfortunately there wasn't, but it didn't matter. For that situation in the end. Or luckily for Zay at least, not so luckily for Marie. And now we're just waiting on stage strikes. Zay striking Sticky Thicket, and we're just waiting on the other. And Pedal to the Metal, so did Marie want to perm while those stages? We likely won't know. And Marie's taking it to Mask Mansion. Very fun and strategic map. You really need to be smart with how you play around the barriers, and it's going to be interesting to see if we get a Jomant. So let's see starting hand. That's an okay starting hand, but re-rolls and gets a much better starting hand. Shelly and Donny and the Deal Fry. 2 very good cards to start with, and let's not forget about that Paintbrush as well. But Marie gets Joe. That is less than ideal for Zay. Fortunately for Zay, there's still the Shelly and Donny spot to break through into Marie's half, unless Marie does some big defense here. That is one of the clashes of all time. But luckily for Zay, that top lock on Shelly and Donny still gets through. This game would have gone in a very different direction if the play was slightly different. And now Zay has access to Zay has access to Kozuna. Clashes a bit with the E-Liter, not quite able to break into that left side. Now, I don't actually know what Zay's trying to do with that Megalodontia / Joe special block, if anything, apart from defense. Fry and Harmony, both two big cards, getting a lot of points on the board. And both players fairly even on space, but Marie is, I would say, it's a slightly advantageous position here. So let's see if either player goes for aggression here. Zay struggling for options right now, only able to play the Reflux Deco. And they'll get some points, but no special, which is something you really need. Passing a Paintbrush in the end, trying to find a better option, but doesn't get anything, unfortunately. Only putting one of their 312s. And unless Zay has another card they can play that will get special, they might just have to bite the bullet and go for the Reflux. Marie picking up an easy special with the Suction Bomb. And now that's Marie at a slight advantageous position. Zay thinking about plays here. And it seems likely they're going to go with the Neo's Flash-O-Matic. Marie getting another special off of that Tri-Slosher. But a points lead up slightly whittled down. Zay is going to be forced to pass this turn, but will Marie be forced to pass? That was a pretty quick play, I think. Marie getting a steal deal for an extra, I think that was 10 points, I think that's worth. Zay is able to play the Toxic Mist, and I think the only actual available spot is a very aggressive one, which will be good for specials later on, but at the same time, Zay doesn't have a lot of special to work with here. Looking for the scatter colour screen or Zipcaster special. Considering passing the Toxic Mist there, but passing the splatter colour screen. 3 turns left, and Marie's overall got a big lead. And she has an extra special point and an extra, what's that, 16 points. Zay is getting the Toxic Mist spot, evening up the special game. Overall, this has been a very interesting game, but this could have gone very differently if Zay played aggressive off of the Shelly and Donnie earlier. Marie did actually play down a tri-stringer special here. And that is going to further point leads to 21. So Zay's going to need a big special here to try and recover that point lead. And I don't actually know if Zay has any other cards they can play. So whatever this move is, it's going to need to be a big final play. I'm surprised I haven't looked for the Crusty Sean at all. So I feel like that could get some good points in that area potentially. Goes with the Zipcaster. And the points are evens, but Marie, as long as she can play anything here, takes game 2. Yep, there's the ink back. There's game 2 going to Marie. I'm sorry, game 3 I mean. Putting it at 2-1. Again, that's very much a close game with the players trying to build up their bases as best as they could. And it could have gone very differently if they played aggressive with the Shelly and Donny block, because that could have caused some havoc in Marie's base, potentially. So now for what could be the final game of this set. But that's only a could, as it's only 2-1. And we're currently having... Wait. So as for the previous match, I think... hang on, let brain do the brain work. Overall, Marie, when there's the block that Zay could have pushed off of, Marie didn't have any major aggressive options, but if Marie did have any options that I didn't see, then it could have been also a very different game if she played aggressively. So Marie has banned Sticky Thicket and Cracker Snap. Two very, I would say high level, but any map has a high level really. Two very difficult maps to play on. And we're going to double Gemini for game 4. Double Gemini, very much one of the most unique maps from the first states we had in Tableturf. I mean, this one definitely features a lot more diagonal cards than pretty much any of the other maps apart from a few of the new ones. Zay getting an okay starting hand, that could be a lot better. Meanwhile, Marie playing Shelly and Donny getting an immediate points lead, but leaves that left side very open, and Zay's going to try and capitalise off of that potentially with a splatter colour screen. And no, the defensive option, and that is not good for Zay. There's only a very small spot to get through now, and realistically, no cards are going to be able to easily get through that. So now Zay is going to need to play the best defensive game of their life to win this. Because Marie has her entire base to work with, and a good chunk of Zay's base. Now, unfortunately, no really big cards here for Zay. Go to a Cohawk, getting that easy guaranteed special. That is a very good clash with the Splatbrella. Now Zay pulls Shelly and Donny, but it's a bit too late. Considering resigning, though with how quick going off of that, I'm guessing that's just a misinput. Going for 2 special off of the Tentatek, potentially looking for a way to break through, potentially with 312 if Zay has another. But Marie does immediately begin defending with that hero shot and picking up a special in the process. Now Zay is very much limited on options here. 3 cards in hand that they cannot play. Trying to find any good spot for that charm. But I don't think there's anywhere that will actually activate that special point. Chooses to pass Captain. And Marie further burning through what little space Zay has with that small but very effective Tri-Slosher. And Zay is now trying to find any good spots. That is a good Splat Jewel Eater situation, but not able to get the special point. And Zay has given up the match, putting the set at 3-1 to Marie, meaning that now Marie's... Wait, so now Marie is going to move on to the semi-finals to fight... Wait, I'm pretty sure it was... Yeah, Marie is moving on to the semi-finals to play against Pinon.